In this video, we'll walk through the process of creating an audience in the Untitled dashboard and then syncing it to a Google Sheets workbook destination so that you'll have a Google Sheet that is constantly updating as your website visitors are added or removed from your custom audience. Before you get started with this process, make sure you have access to Google Sheets. Start in the Untitled dashboard and navigate to the Visitor table. The Visitor table contains all of the visitors to your website that the Untitled tag has identified or resolved. From here, use the filters to narrow down the visitor table into the audience that you want to sync to Google Sheets. For example, you may only want to see B2B visitors who, for this year to date, are not a part of your HubSpot contacts data and who have visited a URL containing product. Apply those filters, and then you can save those contacts who meet all the filter criteria as an audience. Give your audience a recognizable name. In this case, you might just use the name of the filters, something like B2B Untitled Visitors to /product excluding HubSpot, and save that audience. You can view that saved audience in the Audience tab. Next, navigate to the Destinations tab and select Library. From there, click Connect in Google Sheets. Name the integration, and this integration becomes the name of the destination within your Untitled dashboard. So name it something recognizable and associated to the content that will be in the Google Sheet. For this example, we'll use something very similar to the audience name, like B2B Untitled Visitors to /products, excluding HubSpot contacts. Click Connect. To complete this destination creation right now, simply click Continue. If you need to complete this destination creation later, click Copy URL, save the URL in a safe place, and then return to this process by pasting the URL in your browser at a later time. If you're ready to complete the destination creation now, click Continue. A new tab will open, prompting you to enable Census to connect to Google Sheets. Click Continue. Now, you'll need to create a new Google Sheet and share it with the URL provided in this box. To copy the URL, simply click the icon or anywhere in the text box. Navigate to your Google Drive and open a new Google Sheet. You can name this Google Sheet anything you'd like, but it's easier to keep track of your data and your destinations if you name it something related to the destination or the audience. In this case, again, we'll use a name similar to the audience, like B2B Untitled Visitors to Products page, excluding HubSpot contacts. Click Share, and then paste the Census URL you copied, ensuring that Census has editor capabilities. Click Send, and if you see a notification that Census is outside of your organization, click Share Anyway. Navigate back to the Census tab and click Continue. Census will test the connection and verify that it has editor access to the Google Sheet you created. After that connection is successful, click Finish. You'll automatically return to the Destinations page of your Untitled dashboard. It may take 3 to 5 minutes for your new destination to show up in the dashboard here. After a few minutes, you can navigate to the Audiences page of your Untitled dashboard. Find the audience you created earlier and click Sync to Destination. Find the Google Sheets destination you created and then click Set Up Sync. Select the sheet within the workbook that you'd like to sync to. In this example, we're using one workbook for the audience, so there's only going to be Sheet 1. Click Continue, and that's it. Now your audience is connected to your Google Sheets destination, and it will start syncing the contacts from the audience into the Google Sheet. This can take a few minutes, or even more, depending on how many contacts are in the audience that you're syncing to Google Sheets. Once your Google Sheet has synced to your Untitled audience, you can navigate to your Google Sheet and see all of the data populating the spreadsheet. From here, you can manipulate this Google Sheets data like any other spreadsheet. For example, you can navigate to File, Download, and download a CSV. You can do things like select columns and then create filters, or take things even further with integrations and automations from services like Make.com or Zapier. Your Google Sheet will continue to update once a day, with the Untitled audience members who have either joined or left your audience based on the conditions that you set in your Untitled dashboard. This is a really flexible but powerful way to get your website visitors into a spreadsheet form so that you can use them in your marketing and online advertising efforts.